Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel for the first week of August budgeting and cash stuffing. If you guys are new here, I'm a 24-year-old Jamaican who likes to manage her money and I use it via the cash envelope system. So if you're interested in this content, stick around. And as always, the first thing that I do is go through my dividers that I keep in my purse to see how I did on the spending last week. So food is empty. I actually went over budget for food last week. I had to take $2,000 from the buffer that's in my account. So we're actually going to put that back this week. Moving along, Fair has some money left, which is great. This is $1,450. Personal has $1,000 left as well. And one other thing here is giving. This has 400, but this is going to stay here for this week. And that's it for the rollover money. So just quickly add this up. This is 2001, 2002, 2003, $2,450. So I am going to grab the budget outline for this week and show you guys how much we're working with for this week and how we're going to allocate it. Alright guys, I'm back with the budget outline. For this week, we're working with $49,300, and this is just a quick breakdown of how we're allocating the money. So starting off with utilities, that's getting $5,000 this week. The internet bill is due this week, so I'll have to cover that. Tides is getting $5,000. Groceries is just a top-up week this week, so that's why it's only getting $3,000. Fare is getting $1,500. Personal $5,000. Gas is getting $1,000 this week. Now I don't know how far I'm at with this, but I'm just going to start to put aside some money for this. This is cooking gas, by the way, and then my online subscription is due in the first week of the month as well. And moving on to my emergency fund, that's getting $5,500 this week. Health is getting $3,000. Birthday $500. YouTube same as always. Onto my savings, 30K challenge will be getting $1,500, and I'm actually going to add $300 from our rollover money to this to kind of square it off, because I think, yeah, I need to put that up to the nearest $1,000. I think that's off, so that's why I'm adding the $300 to this. Month ahead fund is getting $1,000, and I'm gonna be stuffing $5,000 in my 100 envelope challenge. Now for my account buffer, I'm actually putting back $2,000 that I overspent or that I had to add to groceries from my account for last week, and then the $300 as well, rounding off that to $49,300. For the rest of the leftover money from last week, I'm going to add $50 to $50 challenge, a 100 here, and personal is going to get back this $1,000 that we had left, and Fair is going to get that as well. I'm messing up this sheet, but it's fine. Alright, so everything has been accounted for. Now I'm gonna grab the cash and come back, and then we can get stuffing. Alright guys, we're ready to stuff our cash, and we're starting off with utilities this week. That's going to get $5,000. So we're just doing a single $5,000 bill. The next envelope being stuffed is Tides. That's getting a single $5,000 as well. Moving on to groceries, that's gonna get $3,000 this week. because we're just topping up this week on anything that we might need. On to fare. This is actually supposed to get 1,500, but I don't have any 500s at the moment, so I'm just adding one for now. Oh, and it's also gonna get $1,000 from the rollover money from last week. So that's $2,000. It needs another 500, which I'll add after I stuff my sinking funds. Alright, so moving on to personal items, that's getting $5,000 this week. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm also going to grab $1,000 from our leftover money. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6,000 this week. For me, I'm going to restock some hair products this week, so I'm actually excited to go do a little shopping. Moving on to eating out, guys. Again, I didn't go anywhere, but this weekend is not catching me inside this house. Okay, I'm actually going to go out this week. I think work was I had too much doing over the weekend, and then the plans just never work out. But definitely this weekend, so you won't see this money in here next week. Moving on to gas, this is gonna get $1,000. And I believe that's it for this binder. Alright, so I actually did something that I wasn't supposed to do. I took the $5,000 for the online subscription out of the account when I shouldn't have. So I'm just going to count this out and set it to the side, because I'm going to deposit it back into the account. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because they're just gonna charge my card when the payment is due. Alright, moving on to my high priority sinking funds. The first thing getting stuffed as always is my emergency fund. That's going to get $5,500. So I'm actually going to grab 6,000. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need another one. And I'm going to put this 5 back here. So now in my emergency fund, we have a total of 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, $28,000. So if you recall, last week I had a dental emergency and I had to dip into this, or week before last week, whichever week it was, but we're actually trying to rebuild this as quickly as possible. So it's good that we're at 28 right now. That snowball is getting skipped for this week as well. I'm going to resume stuffing this next week. However, I did make the minimum payment of $9,500 on my student loan, so we have $8,500 left in this. Now I'm going to move on to my health fund, which is going to get $3,000 this week. I'm actually saving up to get my second extraction done, so that's going to be about, I think I need to get it to $40,000 just to be safe. So I'm not short on anything. So this now has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10,000. So whenever we get to 40, that is when I'm going to do the next extraction, because dental work. Oh, shout out to my girl Camnell, if that's how you pronounce your name, who actually had a suggestion for me last week to get another envelope for dental. However, I actually ordered these from an Etsy store, and I don't want to go back through all of that again. I don't want to have another envelope that doesn't look like these ones just because of my meticulous nature. So I'm just going to keep the dental money in the health envelope, and investment isn't getting anything. You guys recall we hit 20k in this last week, which is awesome. Should be meeting with my financial advisor this week so we can get the investment process started, or actually, some progress as to what we need to do with this money. And I believe that's it for this binder. Moving on now to my low priority sinking funds. The only thing getting stuffed in here this week is my birthday fund. This is just going to get a 500. Alright guys, so I'm actually going to just do this to not complicate my life. Alright, so this is $1,000 to $3,000. Birthdays at the beginning of the year, so we're just taking our time with this envelope. Alright, that's it. Moving on to my savings. $50 challenge is going to get a single 50 from our rollover money this week. So this now has 51, 52, 53, 54, 450 in here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this money yet, but I'll just keep building it up and then probably make a decision at the end of the year as to what I want to do with it. $100 savings challenge is just getting 100. Here we go. That's from leftover as well. This now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, $1,600. On to my 30k savings. This is going to get 1,500, and I'm also going to add $300 from the leftover money. This is the last of it, so let's add this to this and see what our total is in this. Remember, this savings challenge, I need to complete this by the end of September. Alright, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 7, 9, 8,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. $8,500 in my 30k challenge. On to my month ahead fund. That's just getting $1,000 this week. We hit 10k last week, so this should have $11,000 in there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11,000. So that's it for my savings binder this week. I'm actually going to bring back my cash envelope binder and add that $500 back to fair that we were supposed to do earlier. Alrighty, so we're good to go now. Now I get to go do my favorite thing, which is my 100 envelope challenge. This week I'm stuffing 5 envelopes, so that's 5 $1,000. Alright guys, that's it for my 100 envelope challenge. I'm going to add these back to the box and just close it. Now I'm gonna move on to the last part of our video, which is always our coin challenge. This week I don't have a lot of coins to work with, but it still adds up in the end. That's it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys back for another video next week. Remember to always manage your money. Bye, guys.